Then do it. Hello, the real stupid, and Toaster, and Cammed, and Noah. Hello, hello. Let me remember to actually ping my Discord. There's a command. It's !Discord if you want to join it. Hopefully the link still works. If it doesn't, I think I'm just gonna have to cry. What? It's fine. Kinda, but a lot more tame. It's just the character has a very attractive figure, I'll say. Look at the fucking character. Alright, let's get warmed up. Oh, I have no clip on. I'll turn it on. Why the hell is no clip still on? I bound at an N. I feel like I'm missing something. My heart rate monitor. Oh god fucking damn it, I twisted it. My heart rate monitor. Do I need to explain everything? It's a band that you wear around your chest to detect your heart rate. I twisted the band. I'm just ignoring you. Use those problem-solving skills that you may or may not have. What are you fucking talking about? You are somehow making this even more complicated than it is. I don't know what's so complicated. I don't know why this is so complicated for you. It's a band you wear around your chest, and it bent. Or I twisted it, so when I wore it around my chest, it was uncomfortable. Did you just call a dodecahedron an infinite shape? It's a fucking band. Do you know what a rubber band is? You know how that's flexible and you can twist it? That's what I did to my band! Oh my god. No. I twisted it. Twisting it makes sense. Yes, it's you just said it. It's twisted because I twisted it. That's why I never invite you on the Every End streams. That's why I do it when you're busy. You know what else is messed up? Overblowing the fact that all you needed to say was okay, because I said I twisted the fucking band, I twisted my heart rate monitor, and I just needed to readjust it. That was literally a rhetorical statement. It's like a statement that I'm not expecting an answer from. It is a statement. And you still somehow thought, oh yeah, let's ask 50 million questions and think about the logistics of topography when I twisted a band. I don't know why 88 to 100 is just impossible for me. I could do 55 to 90, like no problem, but this run right here is just impossible. I'm not saying most of the jumps I die at are the ones that just suck. I have to answer what's wrong every time I sigh now. It's called a sigh. A sigh is already me relieving it. I don't need to justify why I'm sighing. Use your fucking brain and maybe interpret that sometimes emotions can come and go in an instant. I'm breaking up with you. Oh, I am. It is only 93. It's not multiplayer. That is a first time I've died like that. Ugh. I thought I was gonna die there. I die at 68 so much. Thanks. Thanks. Hello. I'm just gonna call you Sar, because I'm too dyslexic to read your name. I'm not, surprisingly. Where's the hand cam? Too many people made fun of me, so I removed it. And also, you don't technically need a hand cam, or you don't need a hand cam for like verifying on Pointer Crate and stuff. So I got rid of it.
Pog.
Fuck, dude. Minnie! Thanks for the 7, I think that's 7 times tier 1. Wow, you've been a sub for 7 months. That's crazy. Thank you, Minnie. Startled me a bit, but that's not an excuse for dying here. I mean, it's a 1 frame like wait. Jump's a little tough. I like that I'm getting past Kermal and Starkey, though. Those two have been fucking... I hate those two runs. I hate those two parts together. They're like the worst... They're the second worst 1-2 punch in this level. The worst combo is fucking Penato and Mindcap. Those two parts make the worst fucking 1-2 punch. Dude, I am lagging like fucking crazy today. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna reset my game. Let's get one more Kermal run to Serve's part. Technically do that jump. What do you mean low detail mode? I'm on low detail mode. This is the low detail mode. No, you can't do that. Sar. I looked it up myself. It is considered illegitimate to beat every end without the background. Reason is that the background actually does add distraction to it. It add, like, honestly, if I turn off the background, I'll probably be able to do some parts way easier. Like legitimately, the background, unfortunately, like, it sucks, by the way. Like, in my mind, it's like, it kind of sucks that even the low detail mode can't run on some devices. But that's just the reality of this level. Like, the background adds a very subtle layer of distraction, and by removing it, you've made the level a bit easier. But I can assure you, every end player would love to play it without the background. But but you can't. What does low detail mode do? So there's less background, like, layers. I think there's only 4. In full detail mode, there's 6. I think that's the main thing it does, as well as, like, some tiny optimizations. So low detail mode, like the built-in one, is already like a pretty big improvement. It removes one of the dumbass background layers, but you can't just outright remove it. That's not allowed. Gotta lock in on the staircase, dude. Gotta stop being lazy on it. Ugh, dude. It's only been 2 days, but I feel rusty as shit right now. Especially at Joxy's part, which is weird because I'm like getting far in Joxy, but like the staircase, bro. Maybe I need to spend an entire day just have an infinite looping staircase until I just can do it for like minutes and minutes on end. Probably get enough sleep and improve your consistency. I can assure you I have slept enough. Got about 8 hours of sleep. Which is, I'm pretty sure, almost more, or at healthy level. It's just I'm not doing the lineups correct. Damn it. That lineup was terrible right now. I tried to use your lineup plus or minus. I I'm not blaming it. It's just I was so fucking far off on that. I probably should have just reacted. Solid. I'm gonna play from 14 instead. It's not your fault, plus or minus is my fault. I just did your lineup wrong. I'm not gonna blame you for it. If anything, your lineup has saved me a few times. Like, I've been using it today, and I actually got past it very consistently. It's just there, I think the nerves maybe, the nerves fucking got to me, and I clicked hella early. Try playing from 0. I'm not ready for 0 right now. I think what I'm doing is I'm practicing these weird runs that I'm just not great at. And this is like one of the weird ones. I've never done 14 to 41. Which is a pretty long run. But it's kind of surprised me that I've never done it. Because I've done 23 to like 61. But I've never done 23 to, or I've never done 14 to 41. Which I think is a very big, why have I not done that? I need to do more runs from Left Unknown. If you get 14 to 100, no, I'm not getting 14 to 100, dude. Nerves would kill me at 50. I think my literal maximum from 14% is 68. And if I got that, in no way I would not be mad about that. Like, if I secured 14 to 100, dude, that changes everything. Like, that means... Like, I'm not even upset by that, because I think a lot of you underestimate how much harder it is to play from 0. You have to get through 2 of the biggest fucking fuck you parts ever, dude. Peneto is one of the hardest parts in the level, and it's 0 to 8%. And then Mind Cap is just a big choke point. It kills almost all your runs. Or, for me, it kills all my runs. So, like, starting from here is already, like, something that I should be doing more. Because eventually I'll get better at Peneto and Mind Cap because, you know, when you play from 0, you have to get through them. So it's like, it's better to secure runs beyond those points. I'm pretty sure plus or minus may be able to back me up there when I say that Peneto and Mind Cap are the biggest bitch of a duo of parts. You got the choke point and then the fucking dumb shit. Peneto is just a lot of hard jumps back to back to back. You don't get a like the reason why Peneto is so hard to go through, in my opinion, is that there's no breaks in it. You know, when you play Mind Cap's part, there's the triple spikes. When you play Left Unknown's part, there's 14 to 18. When you play, you know, Blitzer's part, there's 29 to 33. When you play Joxy's part, it's the entire fucking, you know, you literally get a break in between it. Or not in between it, but at the beginning of it. Like, Peneto's part does not have just, like, an easy section in it. It's just fucking brutal. And then Mind Cap, obviously, 8 straight frame perfects is just dumb. Dude, I am not lining up the back of my cube well today. I'm lining up the front of it, but not the back. Because I want, before I go from 0, I want to at least secure 14 to 41. Or maybe 14 to like at least 37. Because Blitzer's part feels so much different when you're playing from 0. Like, that fucking part is dumb. I think 14% is helping me realize why 25% is a stupid jump. Yeah, this run I am very not good at, so I'm glad that I'm getting it done. Though I kind of like how some parts, when you play them together, feel so much like crazier in difficulty. Like, Starkey feels so much harder when you play from fucking anything before it. Blitzer's the same. I mean, it's a little frustrating because obviously when you play from those parts, it's like, bro, I can get past Blitzer like first try. But when you play from a part earlier and then get to Blitzer, it just becomes impossible. I feel like the only parts that really do that are Starkey and Blitzer. And I feel like I'm getting pretty good at Starkey. Or at least I have been recently. We'll see how well I can keep up that consistency. But my Blitzer consistency needs a lot of work, it looks like. You stop buffering. Getting my bad tendencies showcased, I guess. I love buffering that for some reason. Dude, my lineups are terrible right now. My ass cannot line up the back of the cube right now. It's only been an hour. And I'm doing fine, honestly. I think just today, I have not been able to line up the back of my cube. Most of my deaths were because of that, if you think about it. My 55 to 84, I didn't line up the back of the cube properly. I died at 63 because I didn't line up the back of my cube properly. I'm dying in Blitzer's part because a lot of the jumps require you to line up the back of your cube. And it just happens. Some days it just clicks, some days it doesn't. Blitzer is the hardest part of the level anyways, so like dying there, I would say, is not a crazy, oh my god, dude, why do I keep dying there? It's just fucking, Blitzer's part sucks. It's so hard. Like, legitimately, 14 to 29 is probably what the hardest run in the level. Or at least, yeah, in my opinion. Damn it. But yeah, this is literally the hardest part of the level that I'm playing. So, me dying to it, I'm not frustrated. I understand. And it's definitely the part I need to work on the most, so like, I'm not feeling mad. It's just like, I'm expressing the problems that I'm dealing with, and, you know, hopefully I'll be able to deal with them soon. Such as lining up the back of your cube. Which is a bit more difficult for me recently, because I used to use the glow on the cube. I used to have glow, but I recently turned it off, because I actually kind of prefer it without the glow now. So I used to use the glow to help me with lineups, but now that I don't have it, I need to kind of reacquaint myself to the cube hitbox. Because I think the glow makes the cube look so much bigger than it actually is. Even though the difference is literally like barely anything, I definitely think my cube feels a lot smaller without the glow, and I like it. I think it helps me with specifically lining up the front of my cube more. So it's kind of like a sacrifice, you know? By removing the glow, I made lining up the front of my cube a bit easier, but the back of my cube needs some work because I need to get used to it. But yeah, I'm dying to a lot of the choke points, which I'm okay with. Like, again, dying at 25 and 27 is, like, not unusual. Those are the hardest jumps in Blitzer's part. So I guess, like, yeah. Don't worry about me being frustrated about dying to this run, because I am literally well aware that it is the hardest. This is the hardest fucking sections in the level. If you want to be more specific, you would say 18 to 29, but I definitely think the duo of Left Unknown followed by Blitzer is one of the hardest runs in the level. Is probably the hardest section in the level. I think the part that comes close to it is, ironically, 0 to 14%, because 0 to 33 is by far the hardest, like, third of the level. And it contains the two hardest sections in the level, in my opinion. And also, getting good at this run will do exactly what I wish would happen, which is every time I get past, you know, Mindcap's part, we get a solid run. So, like, if I get really good at this start position, I think we'll be really in really good hands. Make your skill be as unbalanced. Even if it did, I don't care. Like, who fucking... I'm not saying this, like, to insult your question, but it's more so a general response. Like, who cares how your skill is, like, distributed? Like, who fucking cares? You know, I've gotten better, like... And also, it's just straight up wrong to say every end won't make you better. I have gotten significantly better at the game just from playing this level. Like, I would argue I have gotten better at almost every game mode, with a few that are kind of exceptions. Like, I think I was always pretty good at the ship, so I didn't really get better at the ship, but I got better at the wave, I got better at the spider, the ball. Like, and why? Because timings. I learned how to interpret timings significantly better. Now, am I going to be better at high CPS wave gameplay? No. Am I going to be better at timing with the wave? Yes. Like, I think a lot of people kind of undermine how timings work. They interpret it as, oh, well, I'm only doing cube timings, therefore I can only do cube timings. That's not true. I'm learning how to do timings. So, like, now I can take things that, like, I could look at other game modes that require different timings and actually do them. You know what I mean? You're not, like, dumb for thinking that, though. I think you're right in that you're right to be worried about an imbalance in skill, but don't be worried about it. I think if you, like, think about it like this. So, you've never played the wave, right? Let's say you're terrible at the wave, your hardest wave level is blast processing, and you do a climb all the way to every end with absolutely no wave levels. You do something like Necropolis, you do stuff like, you know, I can't list a bunch of levels. You do stuff like Congregation, and then every end. You would still be better at the game. You just wouldn't be good at very specific things. Like, when you play timing levels, there's not a lot of high CPS levels. You know, there's not a lot of high CPS timing levels. And guess what I'm not good at? High CPS levels. So my skill set is in a way, like, unbalanced, but it's not, like, crazy unbalanced. It's like my general flow of how I like to play things is that I like slow timing levels. I suck at flow levels. I suck at fast-paced wave spam. But give me a wave level that's, like, slow and methodical, I could do it. Like, genuinely, if you've seen me do, like, wave challenges, when the wave is moving at half or 1 time speed, I fucking breeze through it. If the wave is moving at 3 times speed, I might as well be the worst player ever. Like, that's why I call myself wave crippled, because nowadays wave requires high CPS. I'm not against that, by the way. That's just the reality of it. You know, what is considered difficult nowadays? High CPS, difficult wave gameplay. And whether you like that or not, I don't care. But I am someone that has not caught up to that. I am good at slow levels. Like, I like doing things very slowly. I like the methodical levels that have like these awkward timings that you gotta learn. I love lining up my game modes with, like, objects. I know you do that with fast-paced, like, wave gameplay, by the way, but, like, my brain can't process that quickly. Or at least I haven't trained myself to. So I guess you're kind of right, but you're also, like, the way it's split isn't game mode. Like, I'm not going to be cube carried. I'm going to be timing carried. I'm going to be someone that only is good with levels that are slow, that have extremely difficult timings, but no, like, speed ups, no high CPS, like, gameplay. Fast game mode changes makes better sync. It does, but I don't like it. I don't think it's bad, though. Like, the reason I don't like flow levels is because I'm bad at them. Like, it's literally the reason I hate them is because of skill issue, not because, like, oh, you know, there's a distinct reason. And it's just, you know, not my style. You know, I really like the levels that are slow and awkward. That's why I love Kermal levels. They're very awkward feeling. They're not very, you know, conventional. But if you love, you know, conventional flow, fast-paced levels, that's awesome. More for you, you know. sync doesn't always equal. No, what he's saying is that when you do fast game mode changes, it can sync very well. Like, for example, some songs have a very complex drop. It's not like a simple rhythm. It like switches between like these random dubstep sounds. If you just stayed the ship the whole time, it would be awkward. You'd just be doing the ship and then like pressing some orbs to the beat. But what if instead, every single time the beat like intensifies, it switches to like a fast-paced wave and you spam. And then when the beat kind of slows down and halts for a second, you switch to like a ball and move up and down. And then the drop continues and then you switch to another game mode. Like, that's what he means by sync. He's not saying fast equals better. He's saying fast game mode switches is a way of syncing. You don't need to do that, but modern levels like to do that a lot more because it works. It's effective. Like, it's very effective, actually. If you look at my, like, but, like, I am someone that just isn't, I don't want to say a fan of it, but just, I don't do that, you know? I like it when I have moments with the game mode I'm playing, you know what I mean? I like when I switch to the ship, I have a solid 5 seconds of playing the ship, because my brain is like, it locks into ship mode. And then I switch to a ball and it's locked into ball mode. When I switch game modes a lot, it confuses me, because I just don't play levels like that, you know? It's not like I have been, in the past, I've been very against modern levels because of that quality. It's like, oh, I hate fast-paced gameplay, blah, 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 you know, I'm like an angry grandpa. But now I've just been like, you know what? I'm just not into it. It's not that it's bad, it's just I'm not into it. You know, I don't like transitioning to a wave and then all of a sudden I'm a ship, and then I need to do this, and then all of a sudden I'm a cube, then I'm a robot, and then, you know, like, it's awesome for some people, and I'm glad that those levels exist for those people, you know? That's why Geometry is awesome, is that there's so many different level types you can play. I'm the guy that would, like, I'm that weirdo that would be like, dude, I want to play Boo Boo Wampa, Nullscapes, and every end. Whereas some people are like, what is wrong with you? Why, I'd rather play Flame Wall and Amethyst and TS2. And that's okay. You know, just very different perspectives on what is enjoyable, not what is difficult. And I think what the problem is, here, I'm going to go on another rant here. A lot of people interpret every end as easier than the levels around it. But what they fail to realize is there's a very different level of difficulty when you play a slow, methodical level versus a slow, long, like, level versus a short, high CPS level. Now, when you compare Slaughterhouse and every end, everyone's going to be like, how is Slaughterhouse not harder, right? The gaps look tighter. The wave is super fast. You can't fucking react to anything. But you're missing something. It's only like a minute long. Is it fucking hard and ridiculous? Yes. Like, I would never want to play Slaughterhouse because I fucking suck at it. But it's not 7 minutes long, full of these long, arduous, mind-destroying jumps that you have to do every single time. If you die at 50%, there goes 4 minutes of your time. Gotta go again. If you die at 17% in Slaughterhouse, oh no, there goes like 15, 20 seconds. Or actually, like more like 30. But still, like, the difficulty that every end gets is just not what you would see in modern levels. You know what I mean? Like, you look at levels like Orbit, very fast-paced, lots of clicks. You look at Amethyst, fast-paced, lots of clicks. TS2, fast-paced, lots of clicks. You know, Flame Wall is that kind of weird one that, you know, almost breaks what I said. It's long, it's got a pretty high CPS, and it's fast. That's why Flame Wall is really cool, by the way. Like, that's why I like Flame Wall a lot. Is that, like, it literally takes the modern gameplay and makes it long. Obviously not nearly as hard as, like, Amethyst and, you know, TS2 timings, but it's 7 minutes long. Like, it's insane. It's redonkulous. But I am that guy that's like, dude, you want to know what level I want to play? I could like, it's hilarious because it's like, people will be like, why would you choose this over, like, Slaughterhouse or, you know, Sakupen Circles? It's like, you want to know what level I want to play, guys? I want to play Raw Concrete. If anyone knows that, you know ball, by the way. I want to play shit like Raw Concrete. I want to play shit like fucking Heliopolis, you know. Dare I say Silent Acropolis. Like, I just like timing a lot more than high, you know, click per second gameplay. And that's not to diss people that do like it, because honestly, it's really satisfying to watch people do fucking like even watching Doggy play Grief. It's very satisfying watching him do those wave parts like they're fucking nothing. But like timing isn't received as well. You know what I mean? Like does any like what like if you watch 10 seconds of me, who actually cares about me doing these clicks? See, they're not terribly interesting. I also messed up the last one. Oh, I'm surprised. Like timing is just not interesting to look at compared to fast-paced gameplay. And it's like I understand. Like, I initially I was like, you know, you people are stupid, you don't get it. But now I get it. Because, like, watching every end is very hard. Because it's 7 minutes of literally just cube gameplay. You know what I mean? And then you look at a level like Raw Concrete, you look at a level like Heliopolis, there's a lot more variation in those, so those are considered more exciting. You know what I mean? And rightfully so. Every end is just hard to look at compared to others. Okay, goodbye, Sar. And I think that's why my viewership generally tanks when I play this level, because I understand. Not many people can just sit here and watch me die to like a 1 minute run. And watching me play from zero is kind of painful because it's like, dude, you only did like 100 attempts. And it's like, yeah, those 100 attempts lasted for like 30 minutes though. It's so rough to play this level, man. But like, I still love it at the end of the day. This level does not love me, but I still love it, you know. Very one-sided relationship we have going on. Fast game mode changes in Flame Wall are more boring than every end. I hate to be that guy, but that's like literally 0 people are going to agree with you. Even me, as someone who thinks every end is more fun than Flame Wall looks fucking dope. Like, you can't, like, there's a reason why Flame Wall is so popular, because it looks sick as hell. Like, I would love to play Flame Wall visually, but mechanically, I'm playing every end every day. You know what I mean? Flame Wall is fucking awesome. It's definitely one of my favorite list demon levels, behind Booba Wampa on every end. Which, you know, if I get enough, you know, viewership, I'll probably go for Booba Wampa. But, you know, obviously if YouTube doesn't pan out, then it's time to get a JOB. I can't be unemployed my whole life. And, like, that sounds sad, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't care about that. You know, I'm in college for a reason. Really, I ghost clicked there? It was solid, but I wanted to get 40 at least. Booba Wampa best rated memory level in my opinion. Not bad. That's a pretty good pretty good opinion. I don't know why I'm judging your opinion. I honestly kind of agree. I do think Limbo is pretty good though. You know what I mean? Like I was caught between Limbo and Booba Wampa for a while, but I just think I like how unique Booba Wampa is. Like Limbo is just fucking awesome, amazing level, but I think Booba Wampa has that tiny little uniqueness factor that I love about it. Like the whole looking out for the structures and, you know, quote unquote entering a code at the end of the level. Like I think that's really cool. And also the song. I think the song in Booba Wampa is really underrated. That song is fucking awesome. I like it. Very like moody. Then again, Limbo also has its uniqueness factor. The keys, like, who fucking dude, the keys are awesome. You know what, let's go from 0 for a bit. Let's try to get a few left unknown attempts. I'm probably not going to do too well today, so don't be expecting any new bests. You got 3% on every end earlier? That's nice. I'm assuming you died to that jump at 3.1% though. It's frame perfect. So I understand if you died there. Damn, I thought I went a little later there. Is every end theoretically possible on mobile? Yes. Every end can be played on 60 hertz. And especially because RobTop added click on steps and click between steps, it's definitely possible on mobile. And how'd you know? Because it's a frame perfect. I died at 3.1% a few times still. So I get it. And also most of the time when people say 3%, I'm like, okay, it's either this jump or it's this one. There's those two jumps that kill most people when they first play every end. Trust me, they killed me a lot. That's why I know. It's definitely Avernus. Avernus is definitely harder than every end on 60. The reason is that every end on 60 hertz is already going to be a struggle, but every end on 60 hertz only has about 82 or 84 frame perfects. Ridiculous amount still, by the way. But, you know, that like those are your hardest jumps that you got to deal with. When you play on a higher fucking input, goddamn, I can't think right now. When you play on a higher refresh rate with every end, it makes some jumps easier, but also some jumps are a little harder. Like 5% and 71% are actually harder on higher FPS. They're easier on 60. That's why every end is so weird. Like, not a lot of people use CBF on every end. I think about only half the victors used CBF on every end, because every end actually is easier in some places with CBF and harder in places with, you know, with CBF. Like, it's very split. That's why I like this level. I like this level a lot because a lot of the it's just you don't have to worry about using CBF when you play this. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I love it. Is that, you know, if you're a CBF player, you can play this level. It's going to make some jumps harder and some jumps easier. If you play without CBF, same thing. Some jumps are going to be easier, some are going to be harder. I can assure you that like 27% feels fucking impossible with CBF. I don't know how some people did that jump with CBF. But without CBF, 27, I feel like it has a lot more leeway. You know about Annoyed Machine? Hard Machine? I've tried Hard Machine. I don't know how I feel about it. It's a little too memey for me. I think I like levels that are a little bit memey, but I don't like it when they're overly. You know, kind of like Quantu's processing. Like, hell no. Like, I'm never gonna play Quantu's, dude. That shit looks unfun as hell. How did I become consistent at doing those frame perfects in a row? Lots and lots of attempts. Lots of attempts. That's how it is. And also lineups. What to make frame perfects easier? Use lineups. Don't rely on just like clicking at the right time, because that's not always going to work. How would you rate your skill? I'd say middle of the pack when it comes to extreme demon players. Not the entirety of like skill range. I would say I'm like medium extreme demon grinder. I say that because my hardest is Sakupen, which is almost in the middle of extreme demons. Like when it comes to the like all rated demon list ranking, Sakupen is like right in the middle. And yeah, I'm playing every end, but that I don't think that really bumps me up as much as some people like to think. I think I'm a very average extreme demon player. Damn it. How many demons should I beat before beating VSC? I have no idea. So, I don't even. I've never played challenge levels. If you're a challenge level grinder, good on you, by the way. But I don't. I don't know how you train for that. Like to people that grind challenges, I don't fucking know how you guys like train for it. Do you guys just like sit in the level editor and just like build your own like mini things to practice, or is there like some shit that you do? Because I think that's a very fascinating side of the GD community that I've never really touched base on. Like, people that do challenge levels. Because, like, dude, it's beyond me how some of you guys can do that shit. If your skill was an FPS counter, what do you mean by that? All right, goodbye, Quaint. So, like, what's considered, like, best, though? Like, you're saying FPS counter, right? The problem is that high FPS doesn't always mean better. You know what I mean? Like is 480, like, peak awesome player? Or is it 360? Or is it fucking 480's best? Okay, so you're pretty much saying rate myself on a scale of 30 to 480. Fucking, I don't know. I'd say like 300. I think I'm not quite 360. 360 to me is like a very good, very, very good player. I think I am like just a good player. You know what I mean? I don't want to put myself in competition for a extremely good player. I think I still have stuff to prove. Like, I only have 3 extreme demons. I don't like. I think a lot of people overestimate my skill and they forget that, dude. I've only beaten 3 extreme demons. Isn't playing on 480 unnecessary? I thought 360 was max without CBF. 240 is max without CBF. The reason I play on 360 is the smoothness, you know. So most people nowadays are going to use CBF now that it's legal, or not legal, allowed. The reason I do 360 is because it runs smoother. And now I use frame interpolation as well. Like, think about it like this. So would it be more logical for me to do this? Like, 100%. You are 100% right about that. But think about it like this. So when you play a level, every end will sometimes lag a little bit. Some parts are a little more laggy than others. And that 240 will drop to like a 220, right? You know what I mean? So what happens is when you drop below that, you could actually lose frames. And now, does that ever actually happen to a point where where it like messes up a jump? No. It's more of a safety measure. So like, I do a higher frame rate because I can, you know, I actually have the luxury of being able to do that. But, you know, like, you're right though. Like, logically, higher FPS doesn't mean my inputs are getting more consistent unless I use CBF. So, like, I just do it because it runs smoother. Like, I think it runs smoother. When I run at 360, when I run at 240, it's a little less smooth. When I run at 480, it's too laggy. It can't run like consistently. So, like, I think 360 is that perfect marker of I won't like lose frames. You know, I won't visually lose frames and inputs, but it's also not like, it also requires a lot more computing power. Aren't FP frame perfects harder with high FPS? Not entirely. So it depends. So, like, do you want me to show you a very good example? Oops, where's my fucking every end video stuff? So let's go to this jump right here on, let's see if Latim is correct, by the way. I'm pretty sure. So this jump right here, this is a 120 hertz frame perfect. So if I put like a start position here, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to actually see. So let's do that. Let's turn on frame stepper and trajectory. So where's frame stepper? So let's change my FPS to like 60, right? So I'm playing on like a 60 FPS. I'm on my like phone, right? So if we watch the trajectory, let's see if the start position works. Oops, it did not work. Why the fuck do I have a start position over there? You know, I'm just gonna delete all start positions and then put one here. Sorry. I just want to show you. No, it is possible. So like, watch. So let's turn on hitboxes and trajectory. So if we move forward here on this jump, you'll see there. That's how you do that jump. Then you move forward the next frame, you die. So that's a frame perfect on 60 hertz, you see. Now, let's restart. And then let's change our refresh rate to 120. So let's move forward. You have there. Oh, so Latim is wrong, actually. This is not a 120 hertz frame perfect. So yeah, this is it could be a frame alignment thing. But you see here that like, you only have, well, actually, let's see here. Does the cube actually move forward? Yeah. So this would be the same, right? You see how that's the same. It's 2 frames on 120. So that means it's about the same timing. Now if I switch it to 240, let's restart in advance. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So this is a pure 60 hertz frame perfect, you see. Yeah, start position change frames. I mean, I could just practice mode it, right? I think if I delete all start positions. Yeah, let's do that. Here, let's do this because I'm pretty sure this works. Oops. I'm pretty sure frame alignment doesn't change in practice mode. It does. God damn it. So I can't really show you, but just know that that jump becomes harder on 120 hertz. So like frame perfects are very difficult to measure because on 60 hertz, that the jump at 5% is easier. On 120 hertz, it's harder. On 240 hertz, it's easier. Like it's kind of a that's why 5% is such an awkward jump because it's harder on 120 hertz, but easier on every other frame rate. Like, why? And then same with 71%. 71% is a bit harder. Hold on, let me turn off all this stuff. It's very awkward. I think that's why it's very hard to judge levels based on like the frame rate you play in. That's why a lot of things are measured in 60 hertz frame perfects, by the way, because 60 hertz is just what most devices are able to run. So you kind of have your level be possible on 60 hertz. And, you know, the frame alignment, you know, changes a lot of things. That's why it's very complicated. Just know 5% sucks. See, at the end of the day, 5% sucks. But like, what makes it more complicated is saying stuff like, oh, this is a frame perfect, when it's like, it's not really, you know, when you play on a higher frame rate, it's not actually a frame perfect. You know what I mean? That's what makes it so awkward to kind of be like frame rate, you know, judgment. Because like, for example, this right here, this jump, I know I just died to it, is so much easier on higher frame rates. But on 60, this is a frame perfect. So like if you play on 60 hertz, you'll find that the beginning of every end is brutal. because every end is just like, it's got a lot of these really tough jumps, you see. They're not all frame perfects, but it's got a lot of tough jumps. And the lower your frame rate, the lower the window you have to actually succeed on them. But when the jumps get super tight, like frame perfects, you might actually have a larger window on 60 hertz. That's why it's so complicated, dude. Like, it's so hard to judge. It's so hard to judge, like, based on what frame rate you play at, because it makes some things harder, it makes some things easier. Like, soon we're gonna get to a point where players are so good that we don't use frame counts anymore. We use pixel perfect stuff. But that's where it's complicated, because technically, like, Geometry Dash is more of a vector-based game. It's not, pixel-based. So it'll be like a specific unit apart to, like, judge, the difficulty of things. It's weird. Like, pixel perfects aren't even like a mainstream thing, I'd say. I mean, there's some, like, there's pixel perfect deaths, obviously, but, like, we haven't gotten to the point where pixel perfects are going to become mainstream, because that shit is literally, like, fucking impossible. Because, if a jump was truly pixel perfect, you would need CBF. And I think that is where I would be scared. If levels are, able to be beaten with CBF, but without it you can't, I'm a little scared of that. I don't think CBF is cheating. Like, if you use CBF, I'm not against it at all. I just don't use it, mainly because I just don't prefer it. I like it when my clicks are kind of aligned on a frame. It can be annoying sometimes, but at the same time, it's like, I think I don't play a lot of levels with ship and wave. I don't have to worry about it as much. And I think 240 is already enough to where, like, I'm not playing levels that require an exceptional amount of skill yet. Well, I'm literally playing one, but, like, you know what I mean. I don't need, like, that high level precision with the ship and wave, so I don't need CBF. I'm playing cube. I'm playing a lot of ball levels, a lot of timing levels that don't really use the ship and wave. And, ship and wave 100% feel better with CBF, but without CBF, it's like, they kind of suck. Or not, well, depending on how hard of the level is you're playing. Like, I hate playing wave without CBF, but, I'm used to it. I'm very split on it. I think I still prefer to not use it, just because, again, I like having everything lined up on frames. And also, I play at 240, so, like, I literally don't have an excuse. Like, I have a 1 in 240th of a second to click at the right time. It's like, brother, like, I've got the time. I don't need to worry about, those, like, micro units. Oh, man. I'm like shell shocked, dude. I never died of that. Ugh. The reason that sucks the most is that I got past all the hard parts in Blitzer. It's like all I needed to do was finish out, and I did the 27 jump. I did the 25 jump. Both of them. Brutal. Just waited a little too long. Because you can't buffer that jump, by the way. Like, I can't hold there. I have to wait, like, a couple frames. Just waited too long. See, what makes this level so hard to play from zero is, oops. If you think about it, that Blitzer attempt that I had, brutal death, sucks. But that took almost 2.5 minutes to do. You know what I mean? Like, that is a lot of time just kind of going into an attempt that, at the end of the day, meant nothing. Which, the reason that's so brutal is if you think about it, most levels are around 2 to 3 minutes long. So it's like, I essentially completed a level and get nothing out of it. That's like half the difficulty of the level. It's actually more like 60%. I literally was 2% away from getting past what everyone considers the hardest part of the level. Obviously, the ending is nothing to scoff at, Just getting past the hardest part's like, good job, now you have 5 more minutes of gameplay. So hard to grind this level, man. That's why it takes so long for me to go from zero. You didn't talk about every end? Oh. How do people that speak English, American, Australian, understand each other? Because they're both speaking English. They're both speaking English. Like, obviously, you know, the Australian version of English has some words that don't exist in, you know, American English. They also say things differently. Like, for example, in America, we say McDonald's, but in Australia, they call it Mackey's. You know, they don't call it a barbecue, they call it a Barbie. Like that, like my brother lived in Australia for a while, and when he pulls out his Australian accent, I can understand him perfectly fine, dude. Like, the thing is that if you were to just take the most American sounding person ever and the most Australian person ever, they'd be able to understand each other except for a very specific set of sentences that utilize words that are either pronounced or used differently in their language, in their version of English, I guess. Like, has anyone seen like fucking, what is it, The Boys? There's like that Australian dude where sometimes when he speaks, it's like you can't fucking understand a thing he's saying. Because most of the sentences that he's saying, he says it in an extremely heavy Australian accent and uses words that are just not commonly used in the English language. But you can still understand some of the things he says, like a lot of the time. I think it's the same with British English. Like if you hear, you know, a British person say something, like just a random, like randomly generate a sentence and they have to read it aloud, you could probably understand them if you speak American English. But if they start saying things that are not commonly said in American English, obviously you won't understand it. And also, that same thing applies with different places in the world. And in different, not in the world, but different places in America itself. And in the United States, there are multiple states that have like accents or that are kind of hard to understand. Like, does anyone know how, like if you have like a heavy country accent, if you're from like fucking, you know, New York, it's going to be a little hard for you to know what they're saying, right? The difference is that they are structured slightly. The difference between that is that that's a dialect as opposed to British and Australian English, which are just completely different forms of the language. Because they actually have different things when it comes to their grammar or syntax. Now, they still do most of the rules that English does. It's just they spell things differently. They use words that don't exist in our dictionary, etc. Are written the same and they sound different. They're not written the same though. That's wrong. Mandarin uses simplified Chinese. Cantonese uses traditional. So they aren't even written the same. Now, are they written similar? Kind of. There are a lot of symbols that translate over perfectly, but there are some that are not. Like, for example, if you look at Cantonese, there's a lot more complicated symbols in it because it's traditional Chinese, whereas Mandarin has a lot of those simplified characters that almost look, you know, that look just like a very few lines. There's still teachers here use Australian slang in the classroom. Yeah, like, there's no way we're going to understand any Australian slang. And, you know, that's whatever. It's just different parts of the world, you know. You guys, you know, people speak differently in different places. You know what's even more funny is that here's a good example just in the U.S. No one can agree on whether you call it soda, whether you call it pop, or fucking, you know, whatever. Like, there are some places that don't call it soda; they call it a pop. Hold on, give me a second. Who the fuck calls it pop? There are people that I know that call it pop. Now, granted, some of them say soda pop, you know, like that fucking song. I won't sing it, but they call it pop. I don't know why. because I think it sounds weirder. But you know, that's just their way of saying it, dude. I think I frankly am like, I don't want to call it pop. That sounds weird. Like, hey yo, give me a pop. Like, no, just give me a soda. It's already yeah, it's already. We could just call it liquid diabetes at this point. Now, I don't know anyone that calls it the sugar carbonated beverage. But I'd be interested if someone actually used that. Do you guys use the term sunnies for sunglasses? No, we just call them sunglasses. I think also in Australia, they call flip-flops thongs. Which I think was kind of funny. Because I remember when I watched Bluey with my, you know, siblings, they would call their flip-flops thongs. And it's like, in the US, we call them flip-flops. We don't call them thongs. We call something else thongs. I don't know if in Australia they call what we call thongs thongs, you know, ladies' underwear. So, which would kind of be weird. Like, you guys say thong for both flip-flops and ladies' underwear? It's interesting to me. In my language class, we actually had to like look at Australian English and British English versus American English. And, you know, there is quite a big distinction in some of them. You use thongs and flip-flops interchangeably. Okay. It's 8th on Pointer Crate right now. It's going to move down. On demon lists, if anyone uses that I think every end is around 14th. But Pointer Crate is 8th right now. But because of Ashley Wave Trials, Orbit, I think it's gonna move down. It's gonna fall out of the top 10 pretty soon, I think. We do use the term mate a lot. Yes, I know about that. Oh my god, my language class, dude, we had to fucking learn about like morphemes and shit. If you don't know anything about language, think of it as like, how do you make the word cat plural? You add an S at the end of it. That's like a morpheme. You just manipulate the word by adding like a prefix or suffix to it. So we learned about that, and it's like, oh, this is cool. Then we had to do it with Turkish. Turkish fucking sucks, by the way. I am so glad I don't speak Turkish. I would be extremely mad if the way that I have to say a noun depends on its, like, can change based on possession and, like, tense. Like, it's fucking whack as shit. Like, I literally, in that little homework assignment, we had to like, break apart the morphemes of like, words, right? And then we had to practice. It's like, now I want you to write the plural, or I want you to write this word. And it's like, I literally wrote like a 13-letter word. And it's like, yep, that's correct, buddy. It's like, oh my god, dude. And obviously it doesn't look English because it's just not English. And it's like, when you write something that's like, just, it looked like gibberish to me. Like, but the cool kind of gibberish. It's not just like the whole blah, 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 blah. It's like a very weirdly structured gibberish. And it was really cool. Morphemes are like affixes and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's what I meant. That's a simplification of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some run. I'm not doing good from 0 right now. Let's just practice some runs. I before E except after C is the bigger lie. Yeah, I don't know why we're taught that, because it's not a rule that's used a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's used sometimes, but it's not all the time. Well, welcome to, you know, that's English for you. There's a lot of exceptions. You know, our language is based off of French, and guess what? French has a lot of exceptions too. Or French and German, and it's like, French has a fuck ton of exceptions, and German is just weird. My favorite part about German is just the free sentence order. It's like, bro, you don't have to fucking worry. It's like, subject before the verb? Nah, just fucking say something, dude. That's not how it actually is. There's actually structure to it, but like, as a non-German speaker, that's what it always looks like to me. It's like, yeah, we just put that word at the end because we want to. And then their compound words are disgusting. But I did learn that those really long-ass compound words are almost never used in like normal German talk. And by like the extreme ones, I mean like the 30-letter words and shit. It's like they're not that commonly used. But like what's cool about their language is that it's structured in a way that you can create those uber like compound words, you know, without having to like wonder, is it an actual word or not? English did it, but we did it in such a boring way, dude. You like Yiddish? You want to know? The only thing I know about Yiddish is that it's that funny language that I'd always select when I was playing around with Google Translate. I actually know nothing about it. Like, whenever I would just have fun with Google Translate, like, Yiddish was always that one that I would pick, or, like, some other one that started with the letter Z. It was, like, Zerk or something. I don't know. It sounded like an alien language. Now, if you want a language that looks like an alien language, just look up Georgian. Georgian literally looks straight up fucking like aliens wrote it. Yeah, thank goodness you made it past 63. I wanted to get to Starkey so bad, dude. That would have been awesome if I got to Starkey's part. I want to do this run more. There's a lot of runs I want to do more. I think I need to do a lot more runs from 14, and I need to do a lot more runs from 41. It's very weird doing these runs, honestly, because it's like, I never do them. Any good runs today? Let's see. We got 25 and 27 today, but they weren't at, well, this one was at the 25 jump. That sucks. This one was past the 27 jump, so this one was brutal. 14 to 38, 33 to 63, 41 to 66, 55 to 84, and 82. So pretty solid runs. Nothing like, holy shit, mom, get the camera, but like pretty solid, I'd say, today. 2 blitzer attempts, which is exact, like perfect. I will gladly take 2 blitzer attempts a day. For now. Obviously, I'm going to want more than 2 a day. But I think today I focused more on doing the weird runs, you know what I mean? Like, I did a lot of runs from 14%, I did a lot of runs from 55%, and now I'm doing more runs from 41. Just because, you know, Kiro fucking was, you know, like, dude, you need to do more runs from these, like, different spots. And it's like, no, I don't want to, but here I am. Who would have thought the guy that's very good at every end knows how to get better at every end? Bro, every end is edging me right now. It's edging me, dude. I wanted a Starkey attempt, and then it's like, nope, you're gonna choke on the last jump. Damn it. But like, you know, I'm chill with that. I'm chill with that because I definitely need to do more. Like, it's weird to be okay with that. But the reason I'm okay with that is that I have been so bad at 56 and 63 from runs. Like 63 is a common death point for me in runs. And then the transition into Kermal's part, 56, that weird hold, kills me a lot. So like this is a very helpful run for me. Just because like I need to play Kermal when I'm under more pressure, I think. Because I think I've said it before, Kermal's part is the last like part towards the end of the level that I think needs work. And I think once I get past that, the end of the level like opens up for me. Because I think I'm pretty solid at Nepesta's part. Might needs a little more work at Koreaquer. But like genuinely, if I get good at Kermal's part, the chance of me getting something like some insane run like 33 to 80 is possible. It's just Kermal's part that I think is in the way. Because what Kermal's part does, getting past Kermal's part more consistently, lets me do the actual hard part, Starkey. Also, this is the fucking wildest death I've ever seen. Look at this. Like, a little bit. Why don't you grind out of 55 to 100? I might do that next stream. Because I think I'm actually very good at 55 to 100. Or not 55 to 100. I think I'm good at 55 to 79. I think I can actually do Kermal and Starkey's part back to back. I've done it multiple times, actually. It's just the nerves kill me. So that's why, yeah, I'm probably going to grind it out soon. I think I need to halt my progress from 0 for now and get better at 14%. Because I think right now nerves are my biggest problem. So I think it's time. I think I got to grind out some longer runs, you know. Out of 132 some people in the world that have a rated extreme demon, one of them goes to my school. There are more than 132 people with a rated extreme, though. I think depending on how you want to include that, because to me, a lot of extreme demons are collaborations. And like, you know, I don't want to give the account that verified or released it all the credit. Like, for example, Everand is not only a Mindcat level. It belongs to a lot of people. At least in my mind. He made it and verified it himself. Oh, so it's solo demon. Yeah, that's cool. The only, like, I don't know any good Yamchash players in person, unfortunately. I mean, I know Kiru, obviously. He's the GOAT. One of my friends still plays it, but he's not like, you know, he's not an extreme demon grinder. Well, if it isn't the Fox, how'd your stream go, Maeve? Or are you still streaming? How's the stream going? Because I know you kind of silently left, but you know, that's okay. I know I get moody when I play Geometry Dash, so you're good. I'll work on that. I get moody because whenever I'm in a competitive setting, and you're like, wait a minute, how is this competitive? I'm competing with myself right now about doing better. You know what I mean? So I get moody. I've been deafened? What? What? No, I didn't even know. I thought... I was gonna point. I was like, "Wow, Maeve's being really quiet. I guess she's letting me, you know, she's letting me focus, or maybe she left to do her stream." I didn't know that. Oh my god, dude! Because here, I'm gonna disable streamer mode. It's because I. And you're like, "Wow, that's a very long run." It's because I have streamer mode on Discord, and that mutes all like Discord sound effects. So what happens is that my mute button is right next to my escape key. So what I probably did is I fat fingered it, and because streamer mode doesn't play Discord sounds, I didn't realize. Yeah, that's 100% on me because it was nothing. It was nothing from you. It was just me accidentally fat fingering that. Because I was like, damn, she's really like I was gonna say something. It's like, did Maeve leave? Because she's really quiet. But I was just like, maybe she's like, you know, she doesn't like how I am on GD streams. Maybe she just left. You know, fair. That wasn't even a stupid. That's what's funny is that I didn't hear that. I think I deafened before you managed to say that. And either way, that's not even a stupid comment. It's like your game's lagging too. It's like, oh, I see. Okay. Well, oopsie poopsies. Nah. I fat fingered. You're good. So ignore her threats. She is my girlfriend, though. So if you make her mad, that's gonna make my life worse. God fucking damn it! And I don't even have Discord open. So now I sound schizo. I am talking to someone. I promise. Okay, now speak.
Shit.
There. Professional streamer, by the way. Just kidding, I'm not.
Ugh. I kind of got disheartened, but I left my stream going and stuff. And this game seems kind of cool so far once I've fixed all my graphics stuff.
Are you playing Rift Apart?
Yeah.
It's really fun. I 100%ed it. It's a little easy. So
comment on me.
It's a little easy, so I would honestly suggest putting it at the hardest difficulty. Like, it literally is that easy.
Bitch, I already did. You obviously don't know me.
Well, I think I'm getting a call. Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back. It was just a quick call. Don't tell me I deafened again. Hello.
Hi. I'm so happy that you don't hate me now that you deafened and like everything is alright in the world. Except for that fucking, what was that name? Porco bitch? Trying to steal you.
I don't think they're trying to steal me.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't think anyone here is at all interested in me. I think it's all just a joke. Ren is definitely not interested in me. I think he's already got a boyfriend.
Ew.
Or, I don't know.
Ew, fucking gay.
Do I need to leak your LGBTQIA background to everyone?
I mean, please don't.
Then don't diss people.
You're wanting me to get hate crime, babe.
Yeah, if you're gonna hate crime someone, I'm gonna hate crime you.
Who the fuck did I hate crime?
Rend! You just said, ew, he's gay.
When? That's not a hate crime. I didn't hit him.
Yeah, you're being fucking. Oh my god.
I'm gonna hate crime you.
Yeah, you would. What are you gonna hate crime, huh? I'm a straight white male. What are you gonna do? Oh no, I'm offended. She said I'm not that. Which I'm technically not, so you're kind of right. I am a mixed race baby.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's probably what that means.
What?
Are you familiar with Harry Potter?
No. I read
Okay.
like 2 of the
Well-
books.
Okay. Well, a term in the world of Harry Potter, if you are a half-blood, which means half magic, half non,
I'm a half-blood? That's
No,
so
you're a
cool.
half-blood, babe.
Oh. Damn it. That's still pretty cool though.
Kinda. But a lot of the shit in that like franchise is like just straight up racism and everything, and I think that's part of it.
So you just so you're saying I'm a mudblood, essentially.
Yes. I'm glad you understand.
Mm-hmm. You know what you are?
Oh. What?
You're stinky.
No, that's even worse than being one of you.
What's worse, being a mudblood or smelling bad? Ooh, decisions.
According to
You
who you're
filthy
asking,
mudblood.
overlap, which is fucking stupid. I hate people.
I love randomly exposing that I'm Korean because people are like, you don't sound Korean at all, you don't look Korean at all. It's like, yeah, I am. I say with like the whitest voice known to man. Yeah, it's me. I am a Korean male.
Your
Huh?
voice. I don't want to say that on stream.
What? It doesn't sound Korean at all? I know.
Oh, what? No, obviously it doesn't. But I was gonna say something else.
Are you gonna talk about my eyes, huh?
No.
We're gonna reference the shape of my eyes? The shape of my eyes? Is there a problem with that? Yeah, they're a little squinted.
Yes.
What's wrong with that, huh?
They are.
A little, but not like enough to be
Oh my
Asian
God.
looking.
Oh. I don't
It's like it looks like it's stupid because you know that like the fucking stereotype racist thing is like, you know, Asians look like they're squinting all the time. It's not true.
Mhm.
I do actually look like I'm squinting all the time. Because I have like, you know, a weird mix of the white man and the Asian eyes. Am I being fetishized? No, I'm making fun of myself for being a mudblood. By the way, everyone's calling me a mudblood
Wasn't
now.
aware.
Because I'm a mixed race baby.
Oh my god, they are. It's not everyone, it's that one fucking, it's that one person.
What do you mean that one person? The one person is you! You called me a mudblood!
No, babe, you said everyone was calling you a mudblood.
Yeah, literally
Time
every
out,
single
a
person.
Single person.
Why'd you
can't
type them
speak
out?
like
It's
that
funny!
For 10 seconds, because that's fucked up. That's my pookie.
That's fucked. You called me a mudblood first, by the way.
I'm allowed to.
No, you're not. Just because we're dating doesn't mean you could be racist.
I have rights to you to, like, abuse you.
You do not have the rights to abuse me.
You have the rights to abuse me. You
No, I don't. Neither of us have the rights.
fun of me.
Yes, that's not abuse. That's making fun of you.
That's abuse.
Yeah, exactly, Kira. She's racist. She also said she hates you. Well, actually, that's not
Well,
new
I
news.
mean-
Yeah, that's not new news at all, actually.
Yeah. This bitch knows it. That's... You're racist? That's fucked up? I'm not racist. I love... I love everyone. Don't know what I was trying to say there. I didn't realize this game sucks on controller. Like, the controls feel so Ugh. I'm actually a little bit sad.
Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it way more on keyboard. It's because of the
Like,
aiming.
I know it was designed for control. Yeah, it's the aiming.
The aiming is just so much better on mouse.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of aim assists with the mouse, and I really don't with key controller, and I really don't like that. I don't like heavy aim assist.
I mean, you can disable it, but also like, it just does not feel like fluid at all. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Have you met Rivet yet?
Rivet took what's his face? Clank. Does that count?
Oh, so you haven't met her yet.
Not completely. I'm like seen her.
McQueen killed my family.
Isn't that Owen Wilson?
Yes, that is the voice actor for McQueen.
Which is surprising because I don't know actors and voice actors and stuff.
He did a really good job, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Jade, would you like to be a content creator hosted by me? In a creator contest? I'm not good enough to build levels, so I don't think so. I would love to, but I am not a level creator. I think I'm not there yet. Maybe like hit me up in like a few months when I get better, but right now I am like, dude, I'm gonna build you Jumper 2.
You don't have to build.
Oh, not decorating either. Definitely not decorating, but thanks for asking. If you want me to like promote it, if it's like a big deal, I could let other people know. I think. Because I know you've been a viewer, I think, for a decent amount of time. I recognize your name. Supreme the Femboy. Not the Femboy part, the Supreme part. Yeah. But like, yeah, if you're a creator contest, you know, if you need more people, I could always like put that in like my Discord or whatever, unless you're already there. Because I do know there are some people that watch me that are actually good at building levels. Just not me.
One thing I'm a little upset about this game. I'm making all these jumps without that fucking phantom dash, and they're telling me to use it, and I haven't used it once.
What?
I wish they made it to where like you actually had to use it. It's telling me, hey, jump and use phantom dash, so you actually make it. But you don't have to. You can do it without, and I don't like that. I wish.
Are you seriously nitpicking?
Yes, I want it to be exclusively. It has to be the phantom jump to actually make it.
Like, I don't think you're terrible for thinking that, but I feel like that's very nitpicky. It's like, yeah, there are many games where you can skip things in the tutorial without doing what they're telling you to do.
It's already on there? Oh my god. I love that.
Oh my god, dude. That's the second time I choked on that jump, bro. Exact same percent. Nah, we're good though. We're grinding this. We're grinding this out. Today. I want to get some weird ass runs. I want to get 14 to 41. I want to get 41 to 76, which is gonna be. I think 41 to 76 is gonna be pretty hard for me because I'm pretty much telling myself to beat two parts that I've struggled with for a good amount of time. But I think this is a very relieving run to get. Need to stop waiting there. I have a better lineup on 52, and that made that jump so much better. I mean, I had just died to it, but like, goddamn, 52 has been such a nightmare for me until I discovered my new lineup. Now it's not free, but like it's low-key a lot easier. My pass rate has gone up tremendously since I started using my new lineup. Hello, Yoink GD. It's the evil twin of Zoink. It's Yoink.
I'm bake.
Holy shit, dude. For third time, I thought third times was the charm, bro. This one was even earlier, man. I'm gonna do this real quick because I clearly need to remind myself how to do that jump. But hey, the fact that we got there 3 times, I'll take it, dude. I want you guys to know my best from 41 before today was fucking 61. I have already gotten my new best run from 41.
What'd you get? didn't see.
It wasn't crazy. It was 41 to 67. But I keep choking on this one jump. Like, that's the problem. Is every end fun? I think it's fun. It's fun to play. The hard part is playing it. Like, when you actually execute all the jumps, it's extremely satisfying and fun. The problem is, you have to play the level. And understand that you're going to die a million times to everything. Which, obviously, to 99% of the people is not enjoyable at all. But if you look past that and you actually execute, it's very fun. It's not fun to learn or to actually play it. It's not fun to play from zero. That is something I can agree with Kiro in. Playing from zero is the worst because you have to get through 2 parts that are just straight bullshit. Peneto is bullshit. Mindcap is bullshit. Left Unknown's fine. Blitzer's bullshit. Like, 3 out of the 4 parts at the beginning are bullshit. But the ending of the level, I think, is more satisfying to play. Like, it's very fun to play, you know, 76 to 100. Because it's actually more balanced.
I agree. Although there is one part at the end I'm not too much fond of.
Which part?
Oh, your simple feeble mind wouldn't understand it. So
I think I would. I think I'm like one of the few people in this world that would know what you mean. What percentage? How about that? What percentage?
It's just too much work to explain.
Right. Yeah, I know, Kira. You can do that shit like fucking free. It's crazy. I can't even do 88 to 100 free. I gotta work on the ending of the level. I think tomorrow I'm gonna grind out 55 to 100. Or at least try to get in like 55 to a new best. You know, let's get 55 to 99 again. Or not again, but let's die to 99. See, I know the lineup. I just fucking choked it. What are we gonna gamble on? Do you guys think I'm gonna get 41 to 68? I think I'm gonna die at 68. Might as well try and grind out 23 to 100. No, I'm gonna ladder to it. I think what I want, if once I get 55 to 100, that's when I'm like, all right, I can start getting crazy runs. You know what I mean? Because I think I need longer runs right now. I think I need to get used to doing like 20% or 30% runs before I'm ready to do those insane runs. Because I, unlike you, I get nervous very quickly, and nerves absolutely destroy me. So I need to adapt more. So I need a ladder. Oh, you. Honestly, dude, lock in 33 to 100. I think 23 to 100 is kind of unnecessary. In my opinion, I think 33 to 100 is much better to go for. Because 33 to 100 is literally like everything past the hard part. But when you play from Blitzer's part, it really messes up your perception of Blitzer. I would know, because playing from Blitzer's easy, but, you know, playing to Blitzer is way harder. I think it's better to do 33 to 100. That's my opinion. You're obviously the pro here. But I think, in my mind, if I get 33 to 100, I'm ready. I don't think I need 23 to 100.
In my mind, honestly, nuh-uh. And you're welcome for my info.
I keep doing that. I might be crazy for saying that, Kiryu, but I think this level is so... I don't want to say poorly balanced, but it's so unbalanced that I think the two runs you need to tell you you could do it is 0 to 33 and 33 to 100. I genuinely think that's it. And you are already at a point where it's like, dude, you have the long run from 0. Just get the long run to 100 and you're good. You're golden. But again, I'm not you. I'm pretty stupid. But that's like, if I was in your shoes, I would do that. I would try to go for 33 to 100. Because once that's locked in, it's like, now you know every time you get to Joxy, there is a chance. But right now, you only have 33 to 94. I say only as if that's a bad run, but like, just finish it out. And then you have 8 to 74 as well. Like, bro, for you, victory is on the horizon, man. I mean, obviously, it's going to take a bit more time because your streams are more spaced out than me. Like, dude, you're literally, like, so close. I would say there's only, like, one run you need. One more run to 100. One more best run to 100, and, dude, like, you know, finish it. I got a lot of work to do. I shouldn't die to that. I hate spacing out I hate doing those triples because sometimes I just do them way off sync from what I normally do. And that was a good example.
Oh.
I don't feel like I went early there. I mean, I just did. I can't argue too much about it. That's 61. Like, I'm gonna be honest, 61 for me is more of a gamble. That is a jump where it's just like, dude, I'm just gonna fucking click and pray. Well, a more accurate click and pray. Like, I have a pretty good idea of how to time it. It's just I don't do any lineups there. I just click. You've got to be serious, dude. You've got to be fucking kidding. That is just the most underwhelming death ever. Did all that, finally got past the jump. Died to that. I didn't even get a chance at 68. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing this until I get 41 to 68. Let's just do it again. Let's just get 68. I choked again, dude. You've got to be kidding me. These are the things that make me want to quit this game, bro. Like, seriously. That wasn't even... That's not even anything I can contest. That's just a choke. But hey, man, we've gotten to the end of Kermal's part 4 times now. The past set of Kermal 4 times. I'll take it. And we got 1 Starkey attempt. It kind of ended early, but, you know, we did technically get to Starkey. I just need to lock in.
Regardless of what you say, I feel you're doing good.
I'm not saying I'm doing bad. It's just that
okay.
I'm choking. And I think that's just a sign of a little bit of inexperience. Because again, like I never do runs from 41%. So it's kind of awkward feeling to do this run because it's like I just want to start from 33. But I also think, you know, it's important to, or at least not, this didn't come to me, obviously it was Kiru, but like these awkward runs are important, I think. Because they make some jumps feel how they truly do from runs. Like for example, 67, where I keep dying. I used to think that shit was free. It still isn't hard. It's just now that I'm playing it from a different part of the level, it doesn't feel. It feels slightly different. Mainly because of the song desync. Maybe I was relying a little too much on the song on that jump.
That's what I was saying.
I do like that I'm dying a little less in Koreacor's part, though. Because Koreacor's part has been such a area for frustration for me. But I think now that I'm getting there more, I'm a little less frustrated when I die there. I mean, some of the deaths absolutely suck, but I could care less. I think dying anywhere past 52% in Koreakor sucks. But anywhere like in the first 2%, I don't care.
I think something went wrong with my game because I have all the cosmetics for Ratchet unlocked.
That was not early. I actually disagree for once. I did my staircase climb and like that shit was early as hell. I gotta.
You disagree.
Or it's like I fucking went up that staircase. I'm like, this is late as hell. I almost have to buffer this, and then it's like, nope, you actually went way earlier than you think. It's like I disagree. I don't agree with that, Koreakor. I mean, maybe that's why 52 feels stupid, is because it's almost RNG. Sometimes feels like RNG. I don't agree with that either. Like, what? Man, that was some funky ass stats there. Literally must have been off by like a 2/40th of a frame. Not on the 52 jump, but on that one. Like, that one did not feel like a death. Okay, I might be tripping balls, but I think my monitor is doing something that's messing me up. Like, genuinely, I might be tripping balls, but I think my monitor is fucked up. Genuinely, though, I think I found something that was messing me up. And I don't mean that like in an excusatory way. Like, obviously, all my deaths are my fault. But like, it feels different now. It looks different. It looks better. Was it fucking with me? Genuinely, it may have. Because now some of these jumps feel different. Like, what the fuck? This feels so awkward now. Like, what the fuck did I just do? Like, I don't know how changing a monitor setting makes this, like, look better, but also more awkward. That's fucking weird. Because now it feels so much smoother. Or at least the shapes look smoother, you know what I mean? But then, like, why those lineups are so weird now? Like, what the fuck happened? Now I'm weirded out here. Here, let's do this show. Let's do Joxy's part. That'll tell me if there's actually something messed up with the lineups now. What the fuck? Why does that feel so much easier now? I'm fucking confused now. I'm like actually confused. Like, I don't know what the hell just happened. Maybe I actually sniffled something that's frying my brain, but I genuinely feel like something just fucking changed. Was my monitor just not like syncing correctly? Because I don't want to use that as an excuse, obviously, because, like, you know, obviously if the monitor wasn't syncing correctly, then that would cause visual input delay. You know, like, visually it wouldn't convert well. But I don't want to use that as an excuse. I mean, obviously all my deaths are warranted, but now it just feels like it went away. It feels way too sharp right now. Like, that doesn't feel right. What the fuck? I'm actually now my brain, I'm probably fried right now.
Hey babe, did you know cutting in line is against the law?
Pretty sure that's not true.
It's not true.
Cutting in line is not illegal. It's just socially unacceptable.
No, this robot said it's against the law, babe.
Yeah, in fucking Ratchet and Clank.
I got sent through a rift.
This is fucking weird, dude. I think I'm losing my mind. Because now my inputs, like, feel more precise. But I don't think that's a great thing right now because I'm obviously playing like shit. With this new, like, setting.
Bitch. Those go.
This is so fucking weird, dude. Everything feels different now, and I don't know. I don't know what's
Like,
happening.
Different better?
I don't know. Like it feels so awkward now. It feels like I'm relearning these parts. But also I know how to do them, so it's like I'm not. It feels like my cube got smaller again.
Is that something you constantly feel every here and there? Is your cube shrinking?
No, it's just fucking I don't know. I literally don't know how to describe it.
Okay. It froze. No.
Like some of these jumps feel different now. But only like some of them. See, now that jump feels fucking impossible. Like, now I'm confused. Because now the first jump at 25 feels fucking impossible.
You're 25. That's so loud. I'm so sorry.
Dude, I feel like I'm clicking earlier than normal. And no, I did not change or unplug my SEO device or anything. It's just I turned off like one fucking setting in my monitor. This is fucking like it's starting to get like weirdly frustrating. It's just now randomly altered some of the jumps. Like some of the jumps are now easier, some of the jumps are fucking harder. What? That's my longest run from 8%.
Good job.
It feels so weird right now. Like, I genuinely am confused.
Like, nothing changed. Like,
quite literally nothing changed. Like, the only thing that changed is I opened my monitor settings to turn down the brightness a bit. And I may have tweaked a different setting, but now, like, I noticed immediately when I turned down this brightness, it's like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm a little confused. I need to go pee. Hold on.
oh, okay. Wait, are you back?
Oops, I was muted.
Bitch!
I was gonna say, Foxy, you missed one of my best runs. I got 8 to 41.
I was a corner of my eye. I saw your stream going. I'm like, he didn't say he was back. He didn't tell me his pissing was done. He didn't know. He didn't inform me he stopped the flow. I could probably say worse things, but I won't.
Dude, I need to fucking wear my glasses. My vision is blurry as shit right now.
I thought you didn't need them.
They don't help my vision that much. But they help.
So you do have a small deformation in your eyes that requires glasses.
No.
Small. Well, then you said your eyes are blurry and that'll help. So what?
It's a geometry thing. It's also a computer thing.
That's dumb.
It's not. When you play a game where you need a hard focus for multiple minutes back to back, you blink less. So your eyes get tired.
Believe me, I know.
The glasses help because they help with blue light. So it should make it
I
a
know
little
they're 4
easier on
blue
my
light, I was
eyes.
wondering like how they're blurry. That makes sense.
Like I can read things perfectly fine. It's just it helps. It's like think of it as a tool, not a
They
requirement.
did the fucking Star Wars transition. I hate it. Sorry. Continue.
I'd probably need glasses for driving at night, though. Actually, I do have glasses specifically for that.
Okay.
Because of my astigmatism.
Wait, do I get to play as Rivet?
You switch between them.
Did I get the name right?
Rivet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
No fucking way that's how I died. Why is my game lagging like crazy as well? Are you fucking
It's not too many
serious?
processes, is it? What?
I've been playing in full detail mode this whole time.
What even does low detail mode do? Because like I don't notice a difference.
This whole fucking time I've been playing full detail, so I was dealing with frame fluctuations. I mean, my death there was reasonable. So like, the frame fluctuation is not an excuse I'm gonna use. But like, that's crazy. Dude, look at how little backgrounds there are now. There's only 2? That's not going to change much, I'm going to be honest, but like, still. I didn't realize I was playing in full detail this whole time. Because I noticed my frames were fluctuating a bit. Not like visually. Visually I could see fine because I have frame extrapolation. But like, I've noticed in the top left on one of my runs, it's like, why am I at 200 right now? Like normally when I play, I barely drop below 300. Only in like the very laggy parts. I'm glad I found that monitor setting or whatever. It feels better.
The brightness?
No. Well, maybe maybe I'm tripping balls and the only thing it changes is the brightness.
So you may have changed more than brightness and you don't know.
Yes. I can check the settings around it and we can kind of figure it out. Here, let's see.
Okay.
Contrast and eye care. I don't think it was an eye care setting because I would have to open a sub menu for that. But it's weird. Like, it's weird to describe the difference. It's like the spikes look less thick. They look skinnier. The lines on them, at least, not the actual spike itself, but the lines look skinnier.
Weird. Okay.
Same with the blocks. Maybe it was an adaptive sync thing? Because I know I normally, like, have adaptive sync on. But I know it bugs out sometimes and turns off. I genuinely can't explain it though. Like, it feels different to play. I like it. But unfortunately, I think I'm going to call stream here.
Okay.
I've been streaming for a long while.
You have?
Yeah. And gonna make some food later. Anyways, bye-bye.